Oklahoma, everybody. Hello and good afternoon. My name's Harry James. This is a pregame for probably one of the funnest trips that Oklahoma's going to have to make. They've been to the Golden Dome. They've been to Tallahassee. They've been to Miami. Get to go to Knoxville in front of 110,000. Pretty nice. Pretty sweet. It's like one of those got to get. It's kind of like one of those places where you have to get to go. If you're a college football fan, well, this guy's getting to go. Really looking forward to it. So, this is the preview for that fun game that will be in Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Here's the preview, guys. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the pregame show for Oklahoma, Tennessee, where the game will be played in Neyland Stadium. Oklahoma, Tennessee, Saturday, September the 12th, 2015, on ESPN. The radio broadcast team, of course, for the Sooners. You know these guys as well as anybody. My dog, my boy, Toby Rowland. At least on the radio. Sorry, Baker. On the radio, my boy, Toby Rowland. He'll be joined by Murray Johnson. Sideline reporter Chris the Planker, who is now a Soonersports.com correspondent, along with former Sooner linebackers Teddy Lehman from Sports Talk 1400, and from 107.7 The Franchise, Rufus Alexander, number 42. The national broadcast on the TV on ESPN, and that will be held down by the guys that called the Alabama game from a few years back. That's Brad Nessler, who will be doing play-by-play. Todd Blackledge, the former Ohio State Buckeye, or Penn State guy. Sorry, Todd. He'll do color. Sideline reporter is Holly Rowe. Something interesting about this matchup. This is only the second regular season matchup between these two heavyweights. Only twice have these two teams met in regular season play. That's pretty interesting. Depending on how long they fight. Both teams around the same wins and everything. Oklahoma, last year, we averaged 36.4 points per ball game. That was ranked 37th, in the nation, with 464.7 yards per ball game, which was 41st in the nation. Points allowed was 25.9 points per ball game, and yards allowed per ball game 382.6. The Oklahoma Sooners have a 12-7-2 record against SEC opponents, and it all started with one of those ties, 0-0, in 1933 when they played Vandy. No scoring done in that one. There was scoring, though, done in the 1938 Orange Bowl. I'm pretty sure Tennessee fans are going to remember this one. 17-0 blowout win by Tennessee. The next time Oklahoma faced an SEC opponent, 1949, where they beat the home team LSU Tigers 35-0. They got back to the Sugar Bowl the next year in the 1950 game and lost to Kentucky in that Orange Bowl 13-7. They then lost in the Orange in 1962 to Alabama 17-0. In 1967, they played Tennessee again, but this time they beat them in the Orange Bowl 26-24 win for the Sooners. In 1970, they went to the Bluebonnet Bowl and faced Alabama and got that other tie we were talking about, 24-24, tied in that one. The next year, they went to the Sugar, and in 1971, they beat Auburn, 42-22 victory for the Sooners. The Sooners then went to SEC teams, and they were at Vanderbilt in 1976 and got a 24-3 win. And in 1977, got a home win against Vanderbilt, 25-23. Then in the 1980s, they started a home-and-home with Kentucky. They played Kentucky in Norman and got a 29-7 win over them in Norman, and then went to Lexington to Kentucky, and in 1982 beat them 29-8. They did not play another SEC opponent until 1999, where they played Ole Miss in the Independence Bowl, Stoops' first year. Lost that one 25-27 in 99. Got back in 01 in the 01 Cotton Bowl in the 2001 season. Got to the Cotton Bowl, beat Arkansas 10-3. Then played Alabama in Norman and got a big 37-27 win there. And then went to Tuscaloosa in 2003 and got a big 20-13 win in there. Then they lost three straight in the bowl series to the SEC, including a Sugar Bowl Sugar Bowl National Championship loss, in 2003 to Nick Saban, 21-14. A National Championship loss to the Florida Gators in 2008, 24-14, and then lost again to Texas A&M in 2012, 41-13, the Johnny Manziel game. The Sooners then got back on track against SEC opponents, including a 2013 Sugar Bowl victory over Alabama. Everybody knows about that one, 45-31 victory. What a night Trevor Knight had that game. And then, of course, last season, started a home-and-home with Tennessee, got a home win, 34-10, and they will play this year in Knoxville. Bob has spent all 16 years at the University of Oklahoma with a winning percentage of 8.02. That includes 168 wins to only 44 losses, but did go 8-5 last year, which finished the Sooners tied for fourth in Big 12 play. After that was over, in the 2013 season, the Sooners got invited to the Russell Athletic Bowl and lost that one 40-6 to number 18 Clemson. That evened Bob's record in bowls out to 8-8, which is 500, but still has all those conference and divisional championships from 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2010, and 2012. The University of Tennessee. Last year, they were 115th scoring in the nation, averaging 28.9 points per ball game. Yards per ball game, they were 165th, averaging 370.5 yards per ball game. And points per ball game, they were 80th in the country, 24.2 points per ball game. In that one. The bowl record, the overall record for the Big 12, for the big bad Tennessee against Big 12 teams, 7-5-1. Not quite as many times have they met the Oklahoma's played SEC teams, but they did meet the first time in 1939 in that 34-10 win over Oklahoma. Then many years later, 68 was the next time they met. Again, in the 68 Orange Bowl, Oklahoma got them 26-24. They lost that one. 73 and 74, they had a home and home against, or really a home game, a couple of home games against Kansas. 73, they won by an extra point, 28-27. And in 1974, they played a neutral site game against Kansas, getting the 17-3 win over the Jayhawks. In 1982, they got a big 23-21 victory over Iowa State in Tennessee back in 82. In 1990, they played that national championship Colorado team, tied them 31, or at least Big 8 champion Colorado team, tied them 31-31. A few years later, in 1995, they played the Poke Chokes of Oklahoma State, and they won that one 31-0. They then played the Raiders of Texas Tech in 1997, beat them 52-17. Then played another team out of the Big 8, Nebraska, lost that one 42-17 in the Fiesta Bowl National Championship game in 1997. Then in the Orange Bowl in 1997, lost that one also 31-21. Then lost to Kansas State in the 2001 Cotton Bowl 21-35. Then they did beat A&M 38-7 in 2005. But then, of course, last year, 2013, they lost 34-7 to Oklahoma. The Tennessee Volunteers are coached by Butch Jones, who's in his 9th year of coaching. He spent 07-09 at Central Michigan before going to Cincinnati from 2010 to 2012. And then now from 2013 to present, he's at Tennessee. In those 9 years, he's got a .608 winning percentage, averaging out to 62 wins and 40 losses. Last year went 7-6, finishing 4th in the SEC East, tied with South Carolina. With a 7-6 record, they did get invited to a bowl, and they got to Iowa in the 2013 Tax Slayers Bowl, 45-28. His bowl record is at 500 with a record of 2-2, I do believe. Yep, 2-2. Conference and divisional titles since Stoops. 2 of them in the MAC Conference and 2 of them in the Big East Conference. The MAC Conferences was in 2007 and 2009 with Central Michigan. And then at Cincinnati got back-to-back Big East champions in 2011 and 2012. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do this. It's time to put all of the gamesmanship all the smack talk between these two programs behind us, and to do it on the field. In hallowed ground, Sooner fans. Finally, one thing you have to know about that hallowed ground is that they will be striping out the stadium between orange and white. So if you're going to the game, as I am, be sure to wear your crimson to support the Sooners. Because if you're wearing white, they might think you're a Tennessee fan, and you're not. You're an Oklahoma fan. We all know that. There will be plenty of them in the knock. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. You can find me on Facebook at SoonerFanOK or Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at SoonerFanOK. I do Periscope, so you can do it that way too, at SoonerFanOK. I will also, on my Facebook part, Harry James Taylor, be posting pictures from my vacation time in Memphis and Nashville, and then at the end in Knoxville. So keep an eye out for those also. And with that being said, my postgame video for this and pregame for Tulsa might not be up on Sunday night. I might be prepping for it on Sunday night after I get back, so that'll be more like Monday or Tuesday at the earliest when the new video gets up. And I do apologize for that, but I get out of time for prep, guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as I said, find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at SoonerFanOK. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner!